Balloon Beats.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Unhinged Live. As usual, I'm your host, Patrick Hennessy, joined today for the pregame by the man, Sean Petrucci. How are we doing, Sean?
Doing well. How you doing?
Listen, I can't complain too much just because while today wasn't the best game for the Yankees, they're still trending in the right direction, right? Even though they did lose, it wasn't a terrible loss. But also, chat, before we do get into the box score, I know there was some trouble with the pregame. Apologize for that. Technical difficulties. Blame YouTube. If anything does happen with the live stream again today, you guys know you could always head over to Twitter or Facebook and watch the live stream on there because they don't crack out like YouTube. So just saying. But let's pull up the box score from today's game. The Yankees did lose 7-3. Let's start off looking at the lineup. Listen, Brett Gardner just looks awful.
Stinks.
He can't be the leadoff hitter. When he's in the lineup, he just can't lead off. I'm sorry. No. And when I say he can't lead off, that doesn't mean put him 3 either. Like, if you're going to put Gardner in the lineup, has to be 7 or lower. I would like him not.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Clint came in to pinch hit for Gardner. Didn't hate the pinch hitting opportunity, but he made an awesome play in left. Awesome play.
Jeez. I would love to see people try to make an excuse for that one.
Bro, I'm not going to lie. That's one of the best catches I've seen probably in the past year or so.
That was like,
it was unreal, bro.
That was like Hicks-esque against Minnesota.
Yes.
It was like fully airborne, just like
it's exactly what
really
it reminded me of. Listen, I get people could hate Clint for his offensive woes, but there's no way you could knock that play. Beautiful stuff.
No,
you're gonna have the people saying Gardner catches that ball on the run.
Could you imagine Gardner laying out like that?
I don't think Gardner can lay out like that.
Has he ever laid out like fully airborne like that in his career?
I don't think so. Yeah, no chance. But Stan 1 for 5. We got Judge 1 for 5. Odor went 0 for 3. I liked Odor's bunt though. He reached on an error. So, but Glaber 1 for 3. Urshela 1 for 4.
Glaber hit the ball hard a couple times.
Yeah. And Ford with a solo shot as well. And Gary 0 for 2 with a walk. Talkman 1 for 3 with a walk as well. Overall, the bats weren't too hot, but they got a 3-0 lead early and just couldn't make anything else out of it. Kind of unfortunate to see. But I do want to bring up Lori's super chat. Shout out to you, Lori, with $5 dono. Appreciate you, genuinely. She says the rotation can handle one reclamation project in Kluber or Tyone, but not 2. And this is kind of interesting because we talked about this in our group chat during the game today. We're like the Yankees have 3 reclamation projects in their rotation in Tyone, Kluber, and Herman. I can't see a team winning a World Series with 3 reclamation projects in the rotation. It's a tough thing to do.
Yeah, no, I'm going to try my best to reserve any thoughts and opinions on the rotation outside of Cole, like while we're still in April and May. But like if this is still an issue like June, July, we better see a move at the deadline. Yeah, we're not winning anything.
Bro, give me Max Scherzer. No joke. Give me
Honestly,
Max Scherzer.
No, I agree. I mean, that's just a veteran. You know you're going to get quality starts with postseason experience. And I think that would be honestly a perfect move because it really wouldn't cost that much.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we're talking about pitching, so let's scroll down here to the pitching box score, bro.
This makes
Jameson
me so
Tyone,
mad.
I don't know how to feel about him yet because it seems like we see a start like his last start where he just shows so much potential, and we're like moving forward, he can only get better from here. And then he comes out today and looks solid through 3, and then in the 4th inning he completely implodes. Seems like he can't even get anybody out, and gives up 4 runs. And then Nick Nelson comes in. Easily the Yankees' worst reliever so far this season. I gotta ask Brandon what the hell's wrong with his boy because look at his bro. He has a 9.72 ERA. He's awful. Like Nick Nelson is really bad.
I think Brandon needs to stop saying guys are going to have good years because first there's Nelson and Jay Bruce. He's got to
No,
stop
I
with
know,
his predictions. Gary.
bro. It's so bad because like in the preview, whatever, he said the Yankees' best reliever was going to be Nick Nelson, and he said Jay Bruce was going to have an All-Star season.
Yeah, that's bad.
Hashtag shut up, Brandon.
Complete opposite. Literally couldn't
Brutal.
be more opposite.
But on the flip side of things, Luis Sessa, bro. I mean, this is a guy that just doesn't get enough attention, and he's been really good for the past few years now. I think since 2019, probably. Luis Sessa has been a solid arm in the Yankees bullpen, and to be honest, I think he should have been the one to come in after Nelson.
100%.
I mean, after Tyone.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
why is Nick Nelson coming in a 1-run game? And then I think what's worse than that is that he came out again.
I know.
Why? Why?
You know, I hate to say this because I don't know if it's true, but it felt like today's game was kind of punted.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Boone's like, we took 3 or 4. Let me try to not throw my best arms. Let me try to give a couple off days.
Yeah. Also,
it's annoying. It's annoying.
Where's Michael King? Is he still like?
Yeah, that's what I said in the chat today. I said he's got 2 appearances today, 9 shutout innings.
Yeah. So where is he?
I don't know where he is.
Is he in the big leagues?
No, I don't think so. I honestly don't know, but I think it was April 4th he pitched, and then not again until the 16th, and then hasn't pitched since. It's like, what are you doing? Why is he not getting any innings that Nick Nelson is?
Bro, it's frustrating because like we know Nick Nelson has the stuff, right? But it just seems like he can't put it together. And for some reason, like he looks worse than he did last year.
Dude, it's just like he's throwing things right down the middle. Like he'll rip off a couple of really nice changeups and well spotted fastballs, and then he'll just hang them to the next guy.
Yeah, and that's my thing. It's like I understand if you want to throw Nelson in there, maybe if you're down by a couple runs or if you're up by a couple runs, just as kind of a guy to get you some outs. But this was a 1-run game that the Yankees easily had in reach, right? I mean, you can't throw Nick Nelson out there. Essentially your worst reliever so far this season, and kind of throw the game away because after the Indians scored those 3 runs, you knew it was just about over. But
this shouldn't be a surprise though.
No,
this is what Boone does. They go down 1, and all of a sudden the game's over. God forbid I put a good reliever in down 1.
No, yeah. We got Derek in the chat. Chat's NYY recaps. Our Tyone and Herman predictions were off. You know what?
I'm still expecting Tyone to have a good season.
I agree.
I haven't given up.
Moving forward, I think Tyone has a higher ceiling than Herman this season.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm way more worried about Kluber than Tyone.
Oh, easily. No, easily. Because I think Tyone has shown us more promise. Like while Kluber has shown us like little sprinkles of greatness, I think Tyone has kind of shown more prolonged
yes,
good performances, and then he kind of just falters late, right?
Yeah, it's just
but like, bro, the 4th inning isn't necessarily late. Like he shouldn't be completely collapsing in the 4th.
It's like if he pitched like 5 immaculate innings today, and then for the 6th he came out a little rocky, it's like, all right, we're getting closer and closer, but you're telling me he can only give us 3 good innings right now?
It doesn't make sense.
It can't happen. Because that's what leads to guys like Nick Nelson coming in.
No, I know. And if this was like his first, second start, maybe I would understand. But this was what? Tyone's 4th, 5th? 4th,
I want to say.
I think it was
because I think it was Cole's 5th yesterday, so this was probably Tyone's 4th because he got skipped once.
No, yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not completely giving up on Tyone, but you need to see some more out of him. Like, it's getting to the point where, like, how do you have faith in him moving forward?
Because his stuff is still really good.
It is, but it's like he can't hold it.
I'm pretty sure, like, when they get, there was like 4 straight hits, something like that, in that inning. I think all of them were 2 strikeouts, and then he just can't locate. And what's really annoying is like they keep throwing Franmil Reyes fastballs. He clearly only hits fastballs. And then what does
Bro,
Luis
that dude's
Sessa
a
do?
tank.
Sessa throws like 5 straight breaking balls, gets him the ground out. It's not rocket science. Why are you throwing
No.
fastballs like down the middle and up to a guy like Franmil Reyes?
Could you believe he's got 2 triples this series?
Yeah, because they're throwing him fastballs. No, I'm not surprised. Those 2 triples should have been home runs.
No, I know.
I
Like
don't really remember what the first one was.
on a summer day, like they both would have been gone for sure.
Oh, 100%.
But Derek, maybe with a hot take, Herman better than Tyone. Tyone can't pitch deep into the game. His arm slows badly after 60+ pitches.
It's scary.
Listen,
Honestly,
but the
that's not a bad take.
assumption that I have though is as the season goes on, Tyone is going to be able to pitch deeper into games. I don't think that this is something that's going to remain with him throughout the season. It can't.
I sincerely hope it doesn't, because then that
Or else,
would just
bro,
be a complete waste of a pitcher.
no, then he's an opener. Then he's essentially an opener if he can only go 3 and then just collapses.
That's so sad.
So you want to go Tyone to King? Maybe that's the plan? Bro, it doesn't make sense.
That's not foolproof, though. That's bound to not work.
No, like I'm not aggravated with today's game because like the Yankees have as a whole, like this was a very, very good series. All I wanted this road trip was 6 out of 8. If they take 3 out of 4 from Baltimore, they still accomplish that, which would be awesome. But let's say they go 3-1 against the Orioles, right? We're looking at a 12-13 record.
I'll take that.
Still not above 500.
Coming into this road trip at 6-11, and you're coming back home at 12-13.
Yeah, and especially with going up against Detroit, I would take that. I would actually be satisfied
100%.
with that.
I'll take that. Yeah, definitely. That's why I'm not too mad about this loss today. But there was some frustrating moments, obviously. But
no,
I mean, it's fine. We'll be all right.
Tomorrow, though, Devi Garcia is scheduled to make his season debut, correct?
Yeah, but like, have they actually committed to that? Because I'm pretty sure I saw yesterday where it's like Devi will start Monday, but they're not fully committed to it. It's like, why?
Yeah, I saw a graphic, and it's him against Harvey, apparently. So I'm hoping that like nothing else goes down. I'm just concerned that they're not going to let Devi go like more than like 4 innings. You know what I mean? If he's cruising, let him roll.
No, they're going to. If he's cruising through 4, they're 100% going. They can't just go out and like they can't use the bullpen in the 4th or 5th inning again.
But that's what you think, bro. Like that's my main concern.
Okay,
that like Devi's
like,
going to give up like 2 in the 4th, and then out comes Nick Nelson.
Nick Nelson's not pitching.
Could you imagine?
He's not pitching tomorrow.
No, I know. Or like Brooks Kriske, bro. Like you know what I'm saying?
I don't think Nick Nelson's going to pitch for a long time with the Yankees. I think he's going to get sent down and be there for a while.
I mean, yeah, because they need to make space for Devi to come up tomorrow. So I'm assuming Nick Nelson's the one to go down. He has to be.
He has to be.
Yeah,
he has to be. You don't send anyone else down.
Let's see. Derek says Yankees will trade for another dominant middle reliever to bridge Kluber and Tyone if they can't start going deeper. Don't worry. I would rather them trade for a starter.
I don't know if he's making like a joke or if.
No, I think it's more of like a sarcastic thing.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
So,
but it seems like that's what they do every trade deadline season.
They don't
rather
need
than
that
like
this year though.
No,
like 6 or 7 good relievers. It's literally only Nick Nelson and then maybe Licky, even though Licky's much better than Nick Nelson.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like guys like Loazga, guys like Sessa, they look good now. But by the time like July, August comes, if Kluber and Tyone don't give you length, these guys are going to be burnt out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not even like their talent. It's just going to be like they're literally going to have too many innings.
But also, they're going to be severely overexposed, like dramatically overexposed.
It's just like, what are the Yankees like? What's their plan? I really want to know what their plan is. Like, obviously, they knew Tyone and Kluber couldn't give them length early in the season. It's like what was their like? What are they expecting like midsummer?
You know, I think okay, so it's just so complicated because going into the year, we knew that we weren't going to get much early out of Tyone and Kluber, right? We were optimistic though, thinking like maybe by May they would be able to give us 6, maybe 7. But based on like their trajectory, I don't see either one of them kind of giving us like those innings / performance that the Yankees need anytime soon. Like maybe by June, but not anytime soon.
They could give it to us now though. Like they can throw 90 pitches, 95 pitches and be fine.
No, no, but like, performance-wise.
But I think like I was gonna say, like, the performance-wise, like Derek said, like after the 60 pitches, it's like even with Kluber, we saw what happened with him. Cruising, then boom, once he gets that certain like 4th inning, it just goes just down the toilet.
It really doesn't make sense because right now you look at the Yankees rotation, and to start the season, we are like, damn, like this rotation's unstoppable, right? Like they're never gonna lose. And now all of a sudden we look at it, and once again, it's like 2020 all over again. The only guy who's consistent is Garrett Cole. It's ridiculous because
Could you imagine if we didn't have Garrett Cole?
no, I know. Like we would have 5 question marks.
We never win a game.
Because as much as we like Jordan Montgomery, right? He's still so inconsistent. Like it's kind of frustrating.
That's a story of his career, man.
I know.
The stuff like some starts is like, wow, like this guy is a legit number 2 or 3, and then he comes out his next start and it's bad.
I don't get it.
His best starts this year, though, I will say, like the Tampa and Cleveland, he was able to still push through.
I'll give him credit for that. Yeah, when he doesn't have his good stuff this year,
improvement.
It's like a Garrett Cole thing. Like he still fights through it and kind of pitches pretty decently. But I mean, I'd still like to see like more good performances out of Monty, kind of like that Baltimore one. Like that Baltimore start, he was unstoppable, bro.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Remember his Tampa start at the stadium last year where he couldn't make it out of the first?
That's what I'm saying, though.
Like that's why it's nice seeing like that Cleveland in the first inning, then like the Tampa game. Like last year, he probably would have he wouldn't have been able to make it out, but now he's starting to push through it. So it's progress. Definitely like I feel comfortable with Monty on the mound.
Yeah.
So
kind of shying away from the rotation here. Let's talk about the offense for a little bit. Just because like they have looked a lot better. But I think they could get even better moving forward. One guy that I do want to kind of highlight here is Rougned Odor, bro. Only because like I think entering today's game, he was 4 for his last 12 or something like that. And with that, it kind of makes people wonder. I know Luke Voit should be back in like 2 weeks. Do you see a starting spot for Rougned Odor? No, right? He would have to be a bench bat.
No, he'd be a bench bat, and I'm comfortable with that.
Yeah, I think that he would honestly provide the Yankees exactly what they need off the bench.
Yeah, 100%. I think that's what the Yankees' expectations were. I mean, I would hope so. Like we're trading for this guy to start for a month, and then
Nelson
he'll just come off the bench.
No, he was just optioned. Yeah. I mean, shocker. Not really.
That was not a shock. I think even if he pitched like pretty well today, he still would have been optioned.
No, yeah, whatever.
You would have had to bring up.
I'm so tired of talking about Nick Nelson. Like just because, bro, we were so excited. We said he was like the X factor in the bullpen.
Because he looked really, really good in spring in his first couple outings of the season. He looked really, really good.
No. Well, so back to Odor because Nick Nelson kind of interfered in that. Screw you, Nick Nelson. But listen, I think Eric Kratz kind of said it perfectly. I don't know if you saw his tweet.
I did.
But he was like, the Yankees are a little bit too professional sometimes. And Rougned Odor is like exactly that guy that the Yankees need. And I think even if he's on the bench, he could provide that wow factor.
He still will, yeah.
And I see Benji said Dietrich. Unfortunately, I love Derek Dietrich. You guys know that. The Yankees need Derek Dietrich juice. You guys know the deal. But I think now that Odor has kind of emerged as that spark plug, I don't see a spot for Dietrich now. I really don't.
No, because like what Odor is doing right now, like the occasional hits and like first of all, like I think it's 4 go-ahead hits.
Yeah,
which is awesome. He's doing like what we would expect out of Dietrich already. So I have no problem with him being here and Dietrich not being here.
Yeah, I'd agree. Shabuzi says, can Boone get option next? Bro,
dude, his bullpen management is just like
it's questionable.
When's he gonna figure it out though? He tries to steal innings. And first of all, it doesn't help that he's forced to put a reliever in the 5th inning like 4 times a week. That doesn't help.
No, yeah.
But put the right one in. Give Sessa a chance in a close game. It's always Sessa late in games where we're losing by 4 or 5. Always.
Yeah, and that's kind of the thing that confuses me the most. It's because, like, I do want to knock Aaron Boone for his bullpen management because it's brutal. But at the same time, he's put in really bad situations as far as, like, his starters not giving him length, right? So when your starter collapses in the 4th inning, like, what are you supposed to do? Like, you know what I mean?
No, I know, but let's say – so Taiwan went 4, right? 4 complete innings. So why not? So Sessa went 2. So he could have pitched through the 6th. And then Green didn't pitch yesterday. Did O'Day pitch? Yeah, he did, right?
O'Day did not pitch yesterday.
No, O'Day did not pitch yesterday. So he could have pitched O'Day again. Like the bullpen was rested. I know there's no off days. We're going straight into another game tomorrow, but I feel like he just did not have to throw Nick Nelson out there, and if he did for that one inning, fine. But you did not have to do it as for a second inning.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. CJ says I can't put into words how much I hate Aaron Boone. Damn. He seemingly threw in the towel when he put Nelson into the game, and he knows it. He gave up after we let them get a 1-run lead. Shaking my head.
See, that's what's annoying.
Yeah, it happens though. Like it happens.
It's right? What we expect, to be honest. It's like when you see, like when a starter's struggling, it's immediately Nick Nelson warming up. Now listen, if the Yankees are down 5 or 6 in the 5th inning, fine, put Nick Nelson in. But one run, he's trying to steal outs.
No, I know.
That's what he's trying to do. He always does it.
Yeah, I know. Johnny says, any chance that they bring up someone like Barraclaw as someone who ideally could have a fresh arm for the pen? Probably not, because I don't think they have space right now. Just because now that Devy's up, maybe when Devy goes back down, they do something.
He's definitely going back down.
No, yeah, there's no chance.
Because they'll be carrying one less reliever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so no matter what happens tomorrow, he's going to go back down. So I wonder who they're going to bring back up.
Hear me out. What if you just rock with a 6-man rotation and just leave Devy up?
One less bullpen arm, though? I don't think they want to do that. They don't want to do that with like 3 or 4 guys that could go 5 innings max in a start. Why would you want to carry one less arm?
I get it, but like I'm thinking maybe if like Tyone and Kluber aren't on like regular rest, maybe they could go a little bit longer.
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just reaching here, bro.
It'd be a gamble.
To find anything out.
It'd be such a gamble if they did that.
It's just sickening that like we have like 3 starters that we don't know what we're gonna get out of on any given day. So I'm looking at Tyone, Kluber, and Herman, bro. Those are 3 guys right there where they could come out and they could impress us, or they could come out and not even make it past the 3rd inning. And it's frustrating, like having that in your rotation. Cole is the only guy right now that's set in stone.
I would say Monty is. I don't care if he struggled a couple times. Yes, he is.
He's still inconsistent. I definitely think
he is. He's inconsistent, but like we said before, like at least when he doesn't have his stuff, he doesn't get, shelled all over the place and pulled in the 3rd or 4th inning. He's able to push through it, keep the team in the game.
All right, but here's my thing. Monty's a solid 4. You don't want Monty being.
I think you give him a little more credit. I would say. When he's pitching, he could be a 2 or 3.
Yeah, but he hasn't shown that since when? On a consistent basis, Sean. When was the last time Monty proved to us? On a consistent
basis, I know.
Like he's had like these hand-picked starts that we could be like, yeah, like here he showed to us that he could be the Yankees number 2. But show me like a string of like 5 starts where Monty was like, yes, I'm that guy.
That's his next step. He needs to take the next step for sure.
But that's the thing. Like someone in the rotation needs to.
I think
someone does.
I know. I think he's close to being able to string together like 4 or 5 starts in a row.
No, I think it's going to happen at some point this season. But I'm looking at, bro, we just need someone to step up in that rotation and kind of like solidify themselves as that number 2. We've been talking about it for so long, how each one of these guys do have the potential to be the number 2, but no one's really stepping up and grabbing that brass ring. Right?
No, yeah, and it's like it's April, but we've been through the rotation like 5 times already, and we're still looking for a guy to go 6 innings that's not named Garrett Cole.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Devy comes out tomorrow. 6 innings, 1 earned run. How do you send him back down?
Doesn't matter. They're going to do it anyway.
But how? How do you do that?
Because the Yankees are going to be satisfied with what Herman was able to do when he settled down, so they're going to be like, okay, we don't need Devy right now. No, I agree with you. Like, I don't think because that's where it gets tough. It's like, oh, so we bring Devy up, and he's the second guy that's able to go 6 or 7. He's the guy that's going to give us length. But you send that guy back down, that's what I'm saying.
Tough. I don't know.
The logical thing would be to keep him up, but the Yankee thing to do would be send him down.
Yeah, I guess.
That's what I've been trying to do. Think like the Yankees would think, so I don't get my hopes up, and I'm not surprised at moves like that.
No, yeah, especially because like I'm looking at tomorrow, right? They're facing Baltimore in Camden. I could see Devy Garcia pitching pretty damn well.
I mean, if he comes up tomorrow and he gets rocked by Baltimore, then we'll shut our mouths about him for a little bit.
No, yeah, no, I would have to agree. But you know who they're facing tomorrow?
Matt Harvey,
Matt
right?
Harvey, bro. If the Yankees don't pound Matt Harvey, I'm gonna be extremely
He's still just a fastball
disappointed.
guy, right?
I guess.
I'm
Right?
assuming he doesn't rely as much on it. I honestly haven't watched him pitch since he was with the Mets.
I
To be
think I saw one of
completely
his spring
honest with
training
you.
starts, and he
Was he
wasn't
with?
impressive at all.
No, he's definitely not going to be like. Remember how good he used to be? He fell off the face
Oh
of the
yeah.
earth, dude. He used to be like an ace.
I mean injuries, bro. Injuries. He
Yeah.
was like their DeGrom before DeGrom.
I was just about to say, yeah,
Yeah.
because wasn't Degrom also in that rotation too? The long-haired Degrom.
Bro, that
Was that his days?
2015 Mets rotation, Harvey, DeGrom, Syndergaard, who was there for?
Was Steven Matz in that rotation?
Yes, Mats. Bro, ridiculous.
I don't know who else, but that's when they went to the World Series, right?
Yeah, and lost to Unhinged
They were
KC.
they just freaking they were carried by that rotation.
No,
That's
unreal.
kind of like the 2019 Nationals. It's kind of what those Mets were.
Fair.
Just
No, that's
carried by
fair
the
enough.
rotation.
It's just that Mets team did not have clutch enough bats to get the job done.
If
And their
Daniel
defense
Murphy
was
didn't go
atrocious.
off, they probably wouldn't have went to the World Series.
Oh, bro, they wouldn't have even made it out of the
Daniel
NLDS,
Murphy
bro.
was just, oh my gosh.
No, yeah, unreal. He got good with the O's. Okay, I don't know why people are assuming Matt Harvey's like good with the Orioles now. Like he's not. I believe,
No, he's
like
not.
Lori said, he's a 5.12 ERA this season. He's
No,
not
like,
good.
Matt Harvey's not coming out and shoving against the Yankees.
And if
we're
he
gonna be like,
does,
no, I'm saying
I
like
will
if
cry.
he does it, people shouldn't be like, oh yeah, it's Matt Harvey. Like obviously,
No,
like no, like the dude stinks. Like
so stupid. But Sean, so do we have any predictions for tomorrow?
ooh, prediction for tomorrow.
Or actually, how about this? How about this? Not just for tomorrow. What are you thinking for the Orioles series? How many games do you think they take?
3. They're gonna drop 1. I don't think we
3
can
out of 4?
expect a 4-game sweep from this team, to be honest. We're close today, but it's like it just seems like they didn't go for the kill shot today.
Yeah, they didn't.
But
they had the
you know what?
opportunity.
I'm okay with like DJ getting a day off today though. You just took
Same.
3 out of 4. Give him a day before going into another 4-game set. So like I don't want people to knock Boom for giving DJ a day there.
No, yeah.
I think the realistic expectation is 3 of 4. But I'm gonna be honest, I won't be shocked if it's split 2-2. We need to see some better starting pitching before I could confidently say we're gonna have a 4-game sweep.
Is this a hot take? I think they 4-game sweep them.
What would the pitching be? It'd be Devi tomorrow. Who would be on Tuesday? Kluber.
Probably.
And then Monty.
Let me pull up.
And then Herman.
So
no,
yeah.
Actually,
no.
You know,
So
wouldn't that last game be Cole on normal rest?
Are you gonna let me tell you, or are you just gonna keep guessing?
Sorry, my mind was just
All
like.
right. So Tuesday's Kluber, and then Wednesday is Herman, and then Thursday is Monty. And
I don't know why I thought they were flip-flopped.
So I guess Cole is going to be Friday back in the Bronx. Yeah, against Detroit. Which I don't hate.
No, yeah, that's fine. We don't need Cole against, like, Baltimore, Detroit. Kind of same thing.
Yeah.
So.
Michael says, I predict that the Yankees will score a run without hitting a home run this week. Are we talking like one game? Because they're definitely going to hit at least one home run the whole series.
I think he means in a game, yeah.
Under, over, 7 home runs a series for the Yankees.
7. Oh. Over. I would say over. That's really not. It's not a lot at all. 4 games in Baltimore. If they hit less than 7 home runs, I'd be a little disappointed.
I'd take over. I'd take the over. I'll take 7 home runs by Judge alone. Imagine.
Could you imagine that? It's just like the bats are waking up though. Like Stanton looks really good. Judge needs to stop chasing a little bit, but for the most part, these guys are like kind of waking up. Even Frazier had 2 good at bats today.
Yeah, I think Frazier's going to come around. Maybe that's like a hot take for me. I think this Baltimore series, he comes around. Now, I don't know if that's just like a good flashback for me from 2019. Remember when he hit that big home run in Baltimore? Maybe that's why I'm thinking it. But I think Frazier goes off this series. If he gets the playing time. I don't even know if they're going to play him. But if he plays, I think they're going to.
Listen, if he gets days off, it needs to be Talkman, not Gardner. Because
Yes.
Gardner, I think, is proving like every time he gets worse and worse every time he's putting down starting.
Oh yeah, at this point, like Brett Gardner is not an upgrade over Clint Frazier. Like if you're gonna
Not
start
even a
Gardner, you
little
might as
bit.
well just start Clint. It's really bad. But yeah, so that is gonna wrap things up for today's post game. Appreciate everyone for stopping by. You guys know the deal. There is going to be a pre-recorded video going up on the channel tomorrow at 12, and I believe tomorrow's game starts at 7. So we're going to be live for the pregame on this channel at 6. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you do know when we go live before and after every Yankees game this season. Glad YouTube didn't give us any troubles with the live stream today. Shout out to YouTube. I guess you fixed whatever was going on. Yeah, we will see you guys tomorrow, 12 for the premiere on YouTube, and then 6 p.m. for the pregame. You guys know the deal. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Let's go, Yankees. Peace.
See ya.